Hello everyone, how are you doing? I just came to the crazy realization of something, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, you ready for it? The last company I worked for before Swift, if you guys remember, it was a whole month ago, Western Flyer Express. I think they broke my brain. Yeah, I think they did some major damage to me. I think, my friends, that I have PTSD. Okay, I'm kidding. That's what we like to call an exaggeration. Hyperbole, if you will. I went and looked up that word to make sure that I was using it correctly. And I am exaggerating for effect. And there's a reason I had to clear that up. Because a lot of people think that what I'm saying is 100% like this is what happened, but I'm just trying to make you guys laugh most of the time is what's going on. And the reason I bring that up is because now I'm being told I need to get my prostate checked, and maybe I do need to get my prostate checked. I'm not really sure. I am getting to be that age, but because I was making jokes about me having to get up all night and use the bathroom because I'm so old that's what I do now. I just wanted to reinforce that I don't think I went to war or anything like that. I was never in the military. I don't think I have actual PTSD, but the fact of the matter is Western Flyer has screwed up my brain, and still to this day, you hear how I'm stuttering? It's because I'm freaking out, man. So still to this day, my brain is screwed up from Western Flyer. And yeah, I just wanted to how do I say this? Say this again. Just wanted to say this again. Sometimes in my videos I'm exaggerating a little bit just to get a laugh out of you guys, because who wants to watch a trucking video, especially if you're a trucker, and realize how much it sucks all the time? And maybe sometimes we just need to laugh about what's going on around us. But it is amusing to me. You guys remember recently I had well, I kind of laugh at this crackhead because he's always mad at me. He's always mad at my videos. But sometimes he goes like too far and then wants to get me fired from my job because he's mad at my videos. So sometimes I reference this crackhead that gets really upset about my videos. And also my bathroom shenanigans had caught his attention too, to the point that he wrote a bunch of cracked out community posts about how he poops way better than I do. And it was psychotic. And because I was like, yeah, I got my emergency bucket, because you never know when this guy Trucks is gonna shit himself, right? Because that's really how it is. Sometimes I need my emergency bucket, right? Because I'm an over-the-road trucker. But I promise you that it's not just a mess of flying shit in this truck all the time. But I love to make the jokes about the emergency bucket because it's funny, because poop jokes never get old, right? Yeah, he made a lot of posts about how he poops better than me, and when he gets up in the morning, he shits solid, and it only takes one wipe and the toilet paper comes back clean. And you know what? He can have it. He can poop better than me. I concede defeat. He is a better pooper than me. He's got to do something better than me, so we'll let him have that. So before we get into all this about how Western Flyer has broke my brain, as we're saying today, there's a thank you I want to say. Sorry, I just woke up from a nap and I'm having trouble focusing. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta record the video, and I jumped out of bed. My eyes are still, like, I can't see straight. I'm still, like, trying to adjust my eyes from sleeping, and I thought it'd be a good idea to start recording a video as soon as I woke up, because I'm dumb. I want to say a big thank you to Aqua Fish Soup. Thank you. That guy, girl, whoever left me a $15 super thanks on, I think, my last video. I'm not really sure. And here's where I'm a dick, my friends. Sometimes you guys do throw me a few dollars, $2, $5, stuff like that, as a super thanks on the video. And maybe I should be mentioning people that do that in the next video. I don't know the right way to handle it, but I realize, like, hey, $15 is a lot of money for someone to just throw at a YouTuber, because they're like, hey, I like this video enough, here's $15. And I was like, okay, I want to say thank you for doing that. That helps, obviously. I'm an over-the-road trucker that, you know, works at Swift doing a lease, and it's always very uncertain, and I still try to make good videos because life's scary, and I try to make good videos for everyone. And thank you for sending that $15. I appreciate you so much. And everybody that's been so kind and generous to send a few super thanks that I've never mentioned before, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. And maybe I should handle that better is what I'm trying to say. So thank you to everybody that's done that before, obviously. And Aqua Fish Soup for the $15. I appreciate that so much. And also, I wanted to give a shout out to Joe. Joe, I did it. Joe, I did it. I went and got some Massey's pizza, Joe, just like you suggested. You said it's the best damn pizza on the planet, and I don't know if you actually said that, but you said it's damn good, right? You said it's damn good pizza, and I found a way to get me some, Joe, and I ate that pizza, and you're right, it was really good, and I just went with pepperoni, Joe. That's it. I just grabbed a pepperoni, just give me a basic pizza, and it was fucking delicious. So thank you, Joe, for the advice on that. It was seasoned real nice. The sauce was good. They had the little pepperonis. The little pepperonis that curl up in the oven when they cook them, that's where it's at. That's the good pepperonis right there. So just wanted to shout out Joe for telling me I got to check out Massey's. We figured it out and we got it done. So thank you to you guys. Now back to the damn video, what we're here to talk about today. I am going through a lot in my brain lately that is kind of weird for me. Well, not really weird for me, but weird in general. So a lot of stuff, a lot of the loads here, I mean, at Swift, are a lot of drop and hook that have multiple day windows a lot of the times. Like, hey, you can go pick it up between this date and this date, and you can deliver it between this date and this date, which has been kind of nice for me, but kind of screws me a little bit too, because a thing that I've noticed is I always try to stay ahead of the load, right? Like, I want to be ahead. I want to be right there, you know, a day early if I can, or however early to get that load done, but still maintain my hours. So maybe I don't have to do a reset on the road. I can keep rolling instead of stopping and sitting in the parking lot. There you go, crackhead, judge that, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure how you'll spin that into a negative thing. He wants to keep working, these damn millennials. He ain't even a real trucker. He ain't even a real trucker. He said he wants to keep working every day, guys. We need him off the road. He's dangerous, so whatever. Anyways, the point I'm trying to fucking make is a lot of times there's really not a huge hurry on these loads, but I knew I should have taken some time to wake up before I recorded this video. I'm just a stuttering idiot right now. But I wanted to make sure I got it done. So this is the product you get around here sometimes. Let me get a drink. Anyways, what happens sometimes is it'll be about 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, somewhere in there. And I've set an alarm clock and I'm gonna get up, right? I'm gonna get up, and maybe I stay up a little bit too late playing my video games, or, you know, whatever, talking on the phone, whatever it is that I'm doing, arguing with people in my YouTube comment section. And then the next morning I go to get up and I go, man, I'm still tired. I'm still tired. I think I'm gonna sleep for another hour, right? That sounds relaxing. Who wants to get up and go to work? So I think I'm just gonna sleep for an extra hour or so. And then I set my alarm for an hour later than that, and I try to go back to sleep, and I can't. You know why? Because I go back to sleep, and I realize I'm in a truck still. Look, I'm in a truck. Oh, I must have a load that's going somewhere. And I'll curl up in my blankets with my blanket over my head, and I'll start to have a panic attack, kind of like a lot of anxiety, because I'm still tired and I'm not ready to get up yet. And God damn it, can I just sleep for a little while longer? And then I'll be like, that load got to get done, Josh. That load's got to get done. And I'll start to get a lot of really high anxiety, and I can't go back to sleep. So it's very rare that I decide I'm going to sleep for another hour and then I can't, because I'm freaking out about this load has to get done, right? It shouldn't be like this. Now I'm getting anxiety just thinking about it. It shouldn't be like this, right? And there's no reason for it to be like this. I got plenty of time on the load. I'm right where I need to be. I'm okay. Everything's going to be just fine. But what it is, guys, that's got me so freaked out that's making me panic every morning. Now, I worked at Western Flyer for about 9 months, right? Which is a pretty long time for me because I don't really work places for 9 months. So I worked there for about 9 months, and one of the very first interactions I had with I think one of the night dispatchers or weekend dispatchers is I had this load, right? And I was driving to go deliver this load. What a fascinating story I'm telling all of you. And I'm going to deliver this load, and I pulled into a truck stop pretty late, like 9 o'clock at night, found me a parking spot, and went over to this fine gentleman establishment that night that was just across the parking lot. And I probably stayed longer than I should have. You know, sometimes my old ass wants to shut the place down, stay there and party all damn night, right? And it was fine though. It was one of those nights where I was like, look, I got time, I can screw around, because I had I don't remember the exact number, so we'll make something up, right? I had a load that was delivering. I was still like 100 miles away, but it was delivering at 11 p.m., right? I don't know if those are the exact numbers, but let's say the next night. So I'm out at this fine gentleman establishment in the truck stop parking lot, or connected to the truck stop parking lot. Only the finest of adult establishments for me, right? And I'm having a good time. The next day, I have a load on the trailer that delivers 100 miles away at 11 p.m., right? So, I go back to my truck, and I sleep really good, right? I'm sleeping real good, and then between having fun that night and then getting the amount of sleep that I needed, I was off duty for a total of 17 hours, which was fine, which was absolutely fine. I'm getting up, you know, thinking, okay, maybe I'll go over and get a shower, maybe I'll have some breakfast or lunch, whatever time it was at that time, and then I really don't have to leave until, let's say, 7 p.m. at the earliest, right? So I'm getting up that next day, getting myself ready to go, when my phone rings, and it's Western Flyer. And I answered it, and it is a very angry dispatcher on the other end of the phone. He goes, "Josh, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm putting my shoes on. What are you doing?" And he said, "You've been in sleeper berth for 17 hours. And I said, "Yeah, I know." And he goes, "Don't you think you should have got that truck moving by now?" And I said, "Moved to where?" And he said, "To your destination." I said, "My destination, I don't deliver till 11 p.m. tonight, and I'm 100 miles away. This being a refrigerated load with an appointment time, it makes absolutely no sense for me to get there more than an hour early. Couple hours maybe, depending on where I'm going. You can't do that at a Walmart distribution center. Try to go into a Walmart distribution center more than an hour early. They will turn you around, but not only that, they fine your company for showing up early. Yeah, that's a real thing here in trucking. It's real goofy, right? So when you're doing refrigerated loads and you've got an appointment time, there's no sense in showing up early. A lot of times the distribution center that you're going to, their receiving department, isn't even open. There's nothing that you can do except sit there and wait. So what's the difference in me sitting 100 miles away at a truck stop where I can get a shower, where I can get some food, where I can do things maybe I need to do, right? What's the difference in me doing that and going that extra 100 miles way earlier than I have to be there? And I'm telling the guy, look, I got plenty of time to get there. It's no big deal. And he says, "We need you to get on the road." I said, "I'll get on the road when I'm goddamn ready to get on the road, because I'm way too early for this." And he's like, "Yeah, but you could have been getting closer this entire time." And I got sick of arguing with the dude, because I'm like, why? Why do I need to be closer? Why? None of this makes sense. I can sleep till tonight if I want. There's no reason for me to get closer. I'm just going to be parked closer. That's it. I'm going to be doing the exact same thing I'm doing now, just closer. None of this makes sense. None of this conversation didn't need to happen. And he said, "Look, if that truck ain't moving in 2 hours, we're going to have a real problem." And I said, "Fine, right? Get off my damn phone." And the truck was moving within 2 hours. Now, the reason why I tell you this story is because that was my entire existence at Western Flyer Express. The constant fucking phone calls. Where are you? What are you doing? When are you going to be there? And I would always be like, okay, to your question, where am I? You can see my truck on GPS, right? Yeah. So you know where I am? Yep, we know where you are. Can you see how fast the truck is going right now? And they say, yeah, you're going 65 miles per hour right now. I said, so what is it that you think I'm doing? Driving the truck? Oh, you think I'm driving the truck? Cool. What time am I going to be there? That was your next question, right? What time am I going to be there? What's my appointment time again? Oh, 3 a.m. 3 a.m. What time is it right now? 5 p.m.? Whatever numbers we're making up. Why are you asking me all these questions? And they go, Josh, because these loads are very important. These loads are very important. We can't be late. And I'd say, well, have I done something? Finally, I had enough of it. And I asked one guy, I said, have I done something to this company to make you guys think that I deserve to be micromanaged all the time? And they said, Josh, this isn't personal. We call everyone and tell them and ask them the same questions. I said, really? You call everyone in the entire fleet and you ask them what they're doing, when they're going to be there, where they're at, and you do that every day? And they said, yes, because Josh, these loads have to be delivered on time. And I said to the guy, I said, look, you're not even a training company. You require experience before a driver can come in these doors. So I would say that it's reasonable that you should expect that these truck drivers already know what they're supposed to do, and you really don't have to call them every day. They said it's protocol, it's policy around here. We must call everyone all the time and see where they're at. And they would do that. They would do that all the time. I woke up one morning. I almost just got mad just thinking about this. I'm going to get mad in a second. Give me a minute, though. I woke up one morning, and I'm getting up, you know, getting my shoes on, getting ready to go. It's 4 in the morning, right? 4 in the morning. And I'm getting ready to go. Opening up my curtains, getting the truck started, doing whatever it is I need to do, right? When my phone rings at 4 in the morning, and it's Western Flyer. So I answered the phone. I said, hello. And they go, Josh? And I said, yeah. And they go, hey, just call and let you know it's 4 a.m. I said, you just called me to let me know it's 4 a.m.? Do you think I don't have any way to tell time in this fucking truck? My microwave says what time it is. My phone says what time it is. My e-logs tell me what time it is. And the little clock on the dash tells me what time it is. Do you really just call me to tell me it's 4 in the morning? And they said, yeah. And I said, well, Don't call me to tell me it's 4 in the morning. And they said, well, that we need to get that load moving. I said, uh-huh. And I'm up. And I'm in my seat. And I'm getting ready to fucking go. You just called me to tell me that it's 4 in the morning. And then you made me ask you a bunch of questions to get to the fucking point. And your point was this load needs to be moving. I fucking know. I know that the load needs to be moving. I'm aware of what it is we do around here. And the thing is, Western Flyer did that constantly on their refrigerated loads. The people that were on the dry van side told me they never bothered them. But on the refrigerated side, they were constantly calling people to ask them where they were at and what they were doing and when they're going to be there and all that stuff. People that have never had a track record of being late to the pickups, the appointments. The word I'm looking for is appointments. People that have never had a problem with that, they still called them constantly. And they micromanaged the shit out of everyone. And that's what I'm saying. Now it's in my brain. I can't even like sleep in a little bit longer now without freaking out that I need to get rolling and getting this load going. And they're terrorizing me. To this day, Western Flyer Express is still terrorizing my brain, and they did all that for absolutely no fucking reason. There was never a reason to call me, not one time. There was never a reason to give me any attitude. There was never a reason to call me and tell me what time it is. There was one load I was doing, guys, that was real tight. Like, this one was going to be rough, but it wasn't my fault. I showed up at a delivery at like fucking 2 in the morning, and it took till 2 in the afternoon to get unloaded, and it pushed me off schedule for the next load I was going to pick up that was a preloaded trailer, and got me there picking it up really late. But I was still able to make the delivery on that next load on time, right? I was still able to do it. But they fucking would some goddamn load planner, right? I picked it up in Colorado, and I was like down in Texas somewhere south of Amarillo. I don't even remember where I was going, but it was going to be real tight, but I had it, right? Unless something went wrong, but I can't control that. But everything that I could control, I had it under control. And this load planner called me, I shit you not, like 40 times one day about that load, and we got to get it done, and how many miles do you got to go now, how many hours do you have left that you can drive, and all these things that I kept asking him, can you not see these things in the office? Can you ask somebody that can? Like, so you can just look at it and see where I'm at instead of calling me over and over. And he's like, Josh, this is part of communication. Okay, we call you so we can communicate like adults, Josh. And I said, I don't want to. And yeah, maybe I'm being a fucking little brat. I don't know. But why are you calling me over and over? And I'm serious. It was like 40 fucking times that day. The last time, I fucking lost it on this guy. I flipped the fuck out. I thought I was getting fired that day because I'm driving down the road. I'm still good. It's still going to be very tight on this delivery, but I'm still fucking good. And he calls me. And he goes, hey Josh, I made a sheet today. It's got a whole list of options for truck stops that you could park out today at the end of your day. So there's truck stops south of you, and there's a lot of different options. So I made a list of all these truck stops, and I'm wondering if I could get your email address from you, and I can send you this list of all the truck stops that I found for you today. And I said, what? I don't need your help finding a truck stop. And he goes, Josh, maybe you're not used to people in the office helping you, but I'm here to help. And I said, thank you. I appreciate the help, but I don't need you to tell me what truck stops I can park at and give me a list of options that I can park at tonight. And he goes, well, I just want to ensure that you're going to get the load there on time. And I said, what are you talking about? How does you making a list of truck stops that you find suitable for me to park in tonight, how does that help me get the load there on time? Sounds like it takes up more time from my fucking day, because now I got to look at your goofy ass list of truck stops. I said, I will take care of parking the trucks, sir. I will park the truck wherever I need to tonight to get this shit done. I promise you. I've been parking trucks for 10 years without fail. I promise you I will get it there. And he says, Josh, I made you a list though of the truck stops you can park at. Where can I email it to? I said, email it up your ass or something. I don't know. Email that motherfucker straight up your ass. I don't know what to tell you. I do not need a list of truck stops to park at. I'll be fine. And he never called me again. And good, because fuck him, right? Never heard from that man again. Anyways, all of that abuse from Western Flyer has really been screwing up my sleep for the last month, because I always wake up in a panic that I gotta go get the fucking load delivered. And I don't like it. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys. Bye now.